Hi, we're the TechSisters, and this year's project is the Vulcan Fire Protection System. It's dedicated to the Granite Mountain hotshots, the millions of firefighters that risk their lives to protect us. According to the National Fire Protection Association, in 2016 there were over 1 million fires reported in the United States that took almost 3,500 civilian lives. Also, in the last 10 years, almost 800 firefighters sacrificed their lives fighting fires. One of the fires we identified were wildfires. According to National Geographic, over 100,000 wildfires occur each year. Our solution is Arbor. Arbor stops the spread of wildfires to residential areas by spraying a wall of mist that moistens and cools the area. It also alerts the authorities with the location of the fire. We used a particle photon, which is an Arduino-based microcontroller, a flame sensor to detect the flames. It is an infrared sensor that is specially attuned to the specific infrared wavelengths that fire emits. We are using a DHT sensor to measure temperature and humidity, just so that we can see if the area is a danger area at all. A relay to start the pump, and a pump to spray the wall of mist. Another fire we identified were industrial fires. According to the NFPA, an average of 37,000 fires occur at industrial properties every year, which result in almost 20 deaths. Our solution is Canary, which goes into industrial fires and senses levels of certain hazardous gases, such as butane, an explosive gas found in crude oil. It uploads the collected data to the IoT cloud ThinkSpeak for firefighters to make decisions. We are using the Arduino Mega as the microcontroller, ESP8266 for Wi-Fi connectivity, an OLED screen to display the status, the MQ sensors 2 for flammable gases such as LPG, natural gas, propane, MQ7 for carbon monoxide, MQ8 for hydrogen and ammonia, and MQ135 for smoke and benzene, and a DHT sensor to sense temperature and humidity. If Canary detects some dangerous gas in an area that is on fire, then we should send a robot in. Or if there is a fire in a place humans cannot go, like a nuclear power plant, then again we have to send a robot in to fight the fire. There are current robots that fight fires, but they are remote controlled and are not efficient because they just blindly shoot the water. Examples of these robots are the Thermite, the turbine-aided firefighting robot, the TAF-20, and the Fire Ox. Our solution is the autonomous firefighting robot Ranger, which uses a pixie cam to aim the jet of water at the flame. We set a reddish-orange color as the color signature for pixie cam to look for. And after this, the relay sends power to the pump and Ranger shoots the water. We use an EV3 Mindstorm brick to make the base of the robot, large motors for mobility, medium motor to aim the tube, and an infrared sensor to find the overall location of the fire, a pixie cam to locate and target the water, a relay to send power to the pump, and a centrifugal pump to be submerged to pump out water at the fire. Finally, a fire we have identified is house fires. According to the NFPA, there are over 300,000 home structure fires every year, which cause about over 2,000 civilian deaths, and 50% of those deaths are caused by suffocation. Our solution is Scout, which goes into residential areas and checks for stranded peoples or pets. It can listen for cries of help and can look for unconscious inhabitants. For example, if somebody has passed out due to smoke inhalation and is unable to cry for help, in normal circumstances the firefighter would not know they are there, but Scout would be able to go and, using an object recognition, find the person. It will alert the authorities with the location of the victims so that they can be rescued. We use the Google AI Vision for the recognition of humans and or pets if they're unconscious, the Google AI Voice to hear and process distress calls, the Raspberry Pi 3 for the voice, and the Raspberry Pi 0 for the vision, and an EV3 robot base for mobility. What are some learnings we had from this year? In science, we learned about how a fire is formed in types of fires. In chemistry, we learned about oxidation reduction and types of gases and reactions in fire. We learned about the internet and cloud computing, the Internet of Things, Arduino Particle Raspberry Pi, PixieCam, Google AI, Python programming, and C programming. We learned about building the robots, electrochemical sensors, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence or AI, and equilateral triangle geometry, applications of the power in computers, and binary operations.